Yeah, and then Miss Choi, she showed up and she just like gave everyone all this candy. It was crazy. Just like, can't believe it. Oh. Welcome back. I was just talking to my good friend Charlotte here. Charlotte just happens to be a beautiful origami fish. Not only does Charlotte have all these beautiful lines on her back, it lets her move and dance around. So she is actually the best at doing the worm out of anyone in the whole school. Haha. If you would like to make a Charlotte, join me. All you need is scissors and some paper and a lot of creativity. Super fun. See you in a second. For our origami fish, you'll need some kind of paper. I used colored paper, but white paper definitely works. Glue stick or glue, both work. You will need scissors, pencil marker, something to decorate. Anything you've got to decorate. Origami time. So I'm gonna be folding it live here. If this doesn't make sense to you, I will attach picture instructions in the link below. So instructions that are pictures linked below. Scraven's doing it live right now. So starting with a rectangle piece of paper, we don't want this to be a rectangle. It needs to be a perfect square. So the trick to getting this to be a perfect square, older kids, you might already know this. We've done stuff like this all the time. Take the corner, and we don't want it to go to the corner. No. Take the corner. Y'all see this straight line here? We're bringing that straight line up to match the top. So you should have a triangle and a rectangle. Piece of advice, if this fold is not pretty good, you might want to try again. I know sometimes it can be frustrating, but having that square folded perfectly is actually a very important step. So once we have this, we're going to remove this rectangle. So here's the thing, you're gonna wanna keep this rectangle. It is technically scrap paper now, but I don't wanna throw it away. I'm gonna keep it because I'll use it later for my fins and my add-ons. So I have a triangle. I am going to open the triangle, and then I'm going to take the corner, and what I want to do is I want this to line up with the middle. Fold, fold, fold. Origami, it's very important to get your folds as crisp and perfect as possible. So I took that, I took the corner, matched this line, brought it in. Same thing on this side. Match this, bring it in. So it looks like a kite now. Very good. So I have this, I took those, I folded them in, very nice. So next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open it, and then I need to fold this in half. So it's going to look like this, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we are going to cut. You are going to cut where the folded side is here. If you cut here, the open side, you will have to restart. We don't wanna do that. That'd be so sad. Wasted paper. So find the folded edge, the close of the book. And then sometimes I do this with pencil first. I'm gonna cut this triangle up. Leave space for the head. So I'm gonna start doing angled lines. Have this big chunk for the head. Angled lines from the fold to the edge. Fold to the edge. You don't wanna do like hundreds of lines, like that would be a little too much, but you'll be cutting quite a few lines, something like that. Looks like a little piano. So remember, before I cut, please double check. The number of times I've done this project in class and then someone cuts that side, the open side, and then they have to start over. you'd actually be surprised. It's quite a few. So double check again. Then you're going to cut to the line, cut to the line, all the way down. If you cut a tiny bit over the line, like just a little bit, that doesn't matter so much, but we just don't want to cut any of that triangle. This one, yes, that one, no. And it gets real easy towards the end because they're so small. Okay, now we're almost done with the basic shape, and then it's all decorations, which is really up to y'all. All right, we have all these cut pieces. Wonderful. This bottom triangle, that one right there, you see it? Look at your own, look at that one, good. Fold it in. Put this one on top. Anything that's uncut, put them on top of each other. Just like that. So I should start getting this shape. So I'll do it one more time. It looked like this. So I have an uncut one here, and on the other side, I have one there. I want to put those on top of each other. Woo woo! And I actually want to glue those on top of each other once you find it. Put some glue down. I like glue stick for this because it's a little less wet, but a glue bottle would do just fine as well. Just make sure you don't make it too gloopy. And there is your basic shape. Looks like a shrimp right now. You could actually decorate it as a shrimp. I have had a student do that before, and I thought it was hilarious. From here, guys, you can do a couple more things. If this point bothers you, because you're like, that's more sharky shaped than fishy shaped, all you have to do is trim it off. And now it looks more like a fish. Some more things you can do is, this fish doesn't have a bottom of their mouth, unlike mine here. It kind of has like the bottom of its mouth. So we kept this for a reason. One, I can measure now the size of the mouth I need, and I can make one. So I can be like, oh, the mouth is like kind of this big. Make a nice big bump. Cut it out. And the measuring, you really don't have to do. It's not gonna ruin your fish because y'all are pretty good at guessing what size to do. But sometimes if you're feeling fancy. And then stick it in. And now my fish has a mouth, it can sing. Wow. And we have all this extra paper. We can add some fins. Cut out a nice leaf shape there. A nice leaf shape there. I like adding the fins because you just put some glue on it and then stick your fish on top of it. Boom. It's really easy. Glue. Stick your fish on top, press down. Ta-da, fish. Everything from here is all decoration. If you would like a top fin, you can add one. If you want to add teeth, if you want different colors of different parts of the body, if you want to draw eyes on. Oh, and the tail. I forgot. I always just do a heart for the tail. I just think that's easy. You can make a more pointed shape if you'd like. I'm just using my extra paper to use what I got. Let's see. This is also a super easy thing. Cut out that shape. It's a little wonky, that's all right. Glue. Kind of put my hand gently inside of the fish to hold it. Stick it down. Oh, very good. Then you decorate. Now you decorate with the tail. So enjoy this fish. I think these fish are
super, super, super cool.
Yeah, and then Dosey was telling Trace, like, he can't keep jumping in the pool like that because he's just, like, getting water all over the dog beds. And then I, of course, was agreeing, and oh, sorry, I just, like, get so distracted talking to my buddy. I hope you enjoyed making an origami fish. And if you ever want to share what you make, feel free to drop a video or a picture in the Share with Miss Cravens folder on Canvas under assignments. Until next time, though, bye-bye.